All the latest news surrounding Atletico Madrid star João Felix's future with a possible move to Arsenal or Chelsea eyed amid interest from Manchester United in the January transfer window. João Felix has been heavily linked with a move away from Atletico Madrid, and a number of Premier League clubs, including Arsenal, are said to be interested in his services. Following Portugal's World Cup campaign, Felix has become a potential acquisition for a number of clubs, with his Atletico Madrid future up in the air. Manchester United are also keeping an eye on the 23-year-old, while Newcastle and Aston Villa have both emerged as surprise contenders for his signature. The Gunners could certainly be tempted by a move for Felix, as Edu and Mikel Arteta look set to inquire for a number of attackers in January for a possible Gabriel Jesus replacement following his knee injury. With that in mind, Football London has taken a look at all the latest news tying him with the Gunners. Arsenal and Chelsea have been handed a huge boost in the race for João Felix, as the Telegraph reports that rivals Manchester United are currently put off the loan terms required to land the striker this January. Atletico Madrid are said to be unwilling to sanction the sale of the Portugal international, but an £8 million loan fee with his full wages paid could be enough to get a short-term deal done. Chelsea have joined Arsenal in the battle for Atletico Madrid striker João Felix this January, according to a report from the Telegraph. The Portugal international is said to be available on a loan deal in the window, with plenty of interest coming from the Premier League. Football London understands that Chelsea have scouted a potential move for Felix. Arsenal and Man Utd advantage. Two clubs have been told they will likely battle for the services of Felix, with Paris Saint-Germain, who had been deemed as favourites, said to be not interested in Felix. According to Le 10 Sport, the 23-year-old looks Premier League bound, with Man United and Arsenal set for a straight battle to sign Felix from Atletico. £8 million bargain offer. Arsenal have been offered the chance to land João Felix on a loan in January for just £8 million, according to a report from the Daily Record. The Gunners are amongst a host of clubs that are linked, including the likes of Man United, Chelsea and PSG, with the loan deal covering his full wages but with no obligation to buy. Felix's preference revealed. Italian journalist Gianluca Di Marzio told Dutch outlet Soccer News that a move to Paris Saint-Germain over Arsenal is what the 23-year-old prefers. "I don't think that João Felix will go to Arsenal because he wants to play for Paris Saint-Germain," Di Marzio said. "Paris Saint-Germain would be a logical choice if he does leave Atletico. After all, there are not that many clubs that can afford to pay him, and PSG are interested in young players for the future. They would have cover from Mbappe or Neymar. Or so that they have a replacement when Messi's contract expires. United consider huge bid." As per ESPN, United have been alerted to Felix's availability in January, although Atletico Madrid's valuation of around €100 million, £86 million, is problematic. One option being considered is presenting a loan offer in January with an obligation to make the move permanent. Gunners lead race. As per Marca, Arsenal are leading the race to sign João Felix from Atletico Madrid. Aston Villa are also interested in signing the Brazilian, and Unai Emery's arrival, as well as it being a move that has a lot of financial potential, means that it's one he's considering. The problem for the Villains, though, is that at the moment, their team in Birmingham as a city aren't overly attractive to Felix. But first, if you are on the Chelsea News channel, enjoy and subscribe so you don't miss the latest Timão Azul news, which we are always bringing new here. Enjoy and like this video, so that YouTube continues to deliver the latest news from the blue team. Arsenal enter race with great force. A number of clubs have shown an interest in Felix, with Paris Saint-Germain and Manchester United listed by Patricia Cazone as the two teams initially showing the most interest. Arsenal can now be included in that category, being described as a team that have entered that list with force, as Felix could be their answer to the absence of Jesus. Bayern Munich decision. Arsenal and Chelsea have been given a boost in their pursuit of João Felix following the report that one club have pulled out of the race to acquire his services. Mundo Deportivo are now reporting that Bayern are no longer interested in Felix, giving Chelsea and Arsenal a transfer boost. Read more here. Felix's Atletico admission. With Felix away from domestic duties, he appeared to be having much more joy in a free-flowing Portugal attack, and his comments indicate that he's currently not enjoying his football in Spain. The way of playing with Portugal and then at the club is different. When the conditions are favorable, things go better, he told Sport TV. CEO claim Atletico have certainly not been shy when discussing the future of Felix, with CEO Gil Marin handing an update on his future, which was certainly a boost for a number of interested clubs. Marin said, "João Felix has top level, but because of his relationship with Simeone and game time, we feel that makes sense to consider potential bids to sell him.